Alright, this is the unboxing of the Mackie 1202-VLZ4. I was running a Mackie 802-VLZ3. Awesome mixer, and used it for quite a while, and I'm going to save it for travel type situations. This one just has a few more inputs and stuff, so that's why I'm bumping up as I get bigger here. So let's go ahead and unbox the Mackie 1202-VLZ4 here. See what we got. These are great mixers. Never had a problem with them, with Mackie stuff. Alright, here we go. Set that box off to the side. Looks like we got some instructions there, which we won't need. Alright. These off to the side. Nice and sturdy, man. You can feel the weight of it. Very good built mixers here. Alright, that tag off there. Alright, so there we go. The Mackie 1202-VLZ4. Great looking piece of equipment. Let's go get this thing hooked up in my podcast studio. Alright guys, essentially I'm going to show you how to hook up this mixer for a very detailed class on how to podcast from the ground up. You really need to check out my very comprehensive Learn How to Podcast series. Go to HiTechRedneck.com. That's HiTech, HITECH, redneck.com. Check out my entire Learn How to Podcast series. You can check out some other cool stuff there too. But anyways, so I'll get started. Then we're going to hook this mixer up specifically for podcasting. I color my stuff, so mic 1 input, that's my mic. Alright, I'm going to go mic 1 there. And these are regular XLR microphone cables. Mic 2, and I color coded that, of course, that's just the way I like to run. And that's going to go, that's for one of my co-hosts. That's going to go input mic 2. And then I have a number 3, and I'll actually switch these. I'm going to switch these. So mic there, mic 2, and mic 3. Those are all inputs. All right. And again, this is strictly setting up this mixer for a podcast type scenario. Okay, so my mic, 2 co-hosts, and I even have a 4th mic if I want to do that. All right, and on my very comprehensive Learn to Podcast course. Like I say, it's from the ground up, and my videos, this is just a real quick overview, but my videos are so detailed, you will absolutely feel comfortable using this mixer. Have no doubt about it. This or any other mixer. Once you get the basics and you understand how it works and why it does what it does, you can pretty much go and use any mixer. But all right, I get you into, let's just hook up our main out, or let's do our inputs first. All right, so what you need to have is these kind of cables here. We're going to use 3 different ones here, and these are TRS, 1/8 inch TRS, okay, tip ring sleeve, to dual 1/4 inch TS tip sleeve. Pretty common cable, not a huge deal. Because this has to go in my mixer, which are 1/4 inch, and it has to go out, and this is going to go, these cables here are going to go into my inputs, or vice versa, outputs into here. All right, let me explain what I mean. So my main output, or my main input here, there it is. All right, so my main input, again, same cable I just showed you, is straight from my computer. So on one end, it's got this, and that's going to come out of my computer, my headphone jack on my main computer, okay? And it's going to go right into here, into line, and I always use into line 5 and 6 here. These are channel strips. Each one of these is a different channel. Mic 1, mic 2, mic 3. This is an input channel. So red, I go right, okay? And the other, sometimes they're gray and red. Gray can go in left. I put black in left, but they always have red, so I just go red with on the right. Okay, and that of course goes in out of my computer and directly into my mixer. That's my first input. Okay, and right now I'm going to have a secondary input. I'm not going to put it in, but I could put a secondary input, and that would go, if I had another laptop that I wanted to put in, or an iPad or something. Again, same cable, and I could put it on this channel strip, so you can have multiple inputs. I'm just going to do that right now, and then we're going to do our main output is what we're going to do. All right, so got all our mics coming in, got my computer coming in. Next, same exact cable. This is our main out, again, red and right. And I'll go black and left. This is our main output now to a TRS 1/4 inch. I'm going to go into my digital Roland R05 recorder, right into the line in. All right, so basically, there's a lot more I can hook up on this mixer, trust me, and I will here in a sec, a little bit. But so basically, you've got all your mics coming in, you've got your computer coming in, okay? And then everything is coming out this. Whatever's going into this unit, it's mixing it, putting it all together, and then it's coming out and going directly into my digital external recorder. Of course, this could go into your computer if you're recording your podcast with recording software on your computer. I prefer to use an external digital recorder, and I tell you why in my Learn to Podcast course. And in my Learn to Podcast course, I go through what everything does. I mean, I don't leave any. It is very, very comprehensive. What every button does, levels, why you need to have, where you need to put, why you need to have certain buttons turn certain ways. And I basically give you a complete diagram and also video of exactly what you need to do. I guarantee this will be no big deal if you get that video. Again, your HiTechRedneck.com, the complete podcast, Learn How to Podcast course. I like to have a second output, and on the back of this mixer, I'm not going to bring the camera around, but here, sometimes they're up here, but on the Mackie, on this particular model, it's the control room output, and I've got a right and a left, and there, instead of putting it up on top, they just put it in the rear, so it looks exactly like this. It just says control room, okay, mix, and this could be a second output, okay, and here's the control room mix right here, and this is the main mix out, and then I go into the back of my computer with this to the mic line in the back of my computer, excuse me. That way I can record using software on my computer when I'm just doing little bits and stuff, and I can also do a backup recorder because I've got this one coming out into my recorder, digital recorder, and then I can put this one in the back of my computer and record with computer software like GarageBand while I'm podcasting. That way I have a backup. Or I could go right in and buy another, which I probably will eventually, another digital Roland recorder, R05, and then I'd have two recorders for a backup recording so you never lose anything. All right? There are other outputs and inputs. There's all kinds of stuff here, depending if you're running a limiter gate and all that kind of stuff. And a headphone amp. Your headphones go right out there so you can hear what you're doing. Of course, the power cord, I was hooking it up. Don't have it powered up when you're hooking it up. That's a really quick overview of how you can hook that up. And like I say, check out the course. It is very in-depth, and you won't have any problems. But I just wanted to show you, I just got this new mixer and kind of show you guys what it's about. And I will be making a video on the limiter gate. Probably put that out on free on YouTube here soon. It will be a complete video on how to hook up a compressor limiter gate and how to hook it into your mixer, and probably show you a mix minus too for doing Skype interviews and things like that. So keep checking back. There will be free videos on my channel, Scrappy587, and I'm also, again, I have the comprehensive course. You can do it at your pace at yourhitechredneck.com. HITECH, yourhitechredneck.com. All right, guys. Peace out. Have fun podcasting, huh?